you, our viewers, and welcome to another session of the Government Information Center here in the Hardap region. I am your host, Treasure Shivera. Now, today in studio, I'm joined by the chairperson of the Hardap Regional Council, who also doubles as the Regional Constituency Councillor for Marintal Rural Constituency, Honorable Simon Kooper. Good morning, Honorable, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Ms. Treasure. Thank you for the opportunity and the platform, the privilege that you have created for me today once more to share with you. I'm very glad for it.
Okay, now, Honorable, in your own words, what makes the Hardap region in the Marintal Rural Constituency unique?
I'm very proud to respond on that question because studying also actually from the name Hardap itself, that name is deriving from the Hardap Dam, which is one of the largest dams in Namibia. And that represents the region on the landscape of Namibia.
Mhm.
Moreover, I would say that the diverse groups which are habitual in Hardap region, that is our identity. And the historical legacies that we have, such as the history of our international icon, Oudanmanse Hendrik Witbooi. As we are speaking now, we are even sitting in the building that is adorning his legacy. We have got prominent, brave leaders that emerged from this region during difficult times, such as late hero Reverend Marcus Kooper, Dr. Hendrik Witbooi, Dr. Sefania Kameda, late Moses Taro, and many others. Those are our prominent leaders that hailed from Hardap region. That makes us proud. That it brings out the historical identity that we have in our country. Thank you.
All right, Honorable, thank you very much for your patriotic sentiments. Now, Honorable, we just want to get to know you a little bit more. Can you please tell us what development means to you personally?
I understood development uh, as the improvement of the living standard of the people, the sustainable economic growth, human resource development, development in the field of education, health of the person itself. So it's actually a change of pattern of life for our people in the society, in each and every community. That is what I perceive as development, as per my understanding.
All right,
Yes.
thank you. Great insights there. Now, looking back since you took over office, what are some of your key highlights, developmental wise?
Um, when we assume duty on as Hardap Regional Council, councillors, and as chairperson, uh, it is not something that we start from scratch. It is a continuation of governance that we take over from the previous regimes from many years who have been in charge for many years. And there are projects that we're already rolling out, such as the uh, uh, road infrastructure development, housing programs, and health services, education. And with assuming office, what we did is that we implement the planning to acquaint ourselves because planning is the backbone of any action or activity that will do in an institution, in a ministry or in office. So that was our main uh, area we have been planning on the financial resources, the procurement, and the strategic planning, the disaster. All these are the plans that we have been setting up in place so that whenever we run the region, we know we are following the plans. And we have achieved that one. We are done with our plans. And besides the fact that other projects that were already in place are rolling and the services are ongoing. I thank you.
All right. Now, Honorable, looking at your constituency, which is the Marintal Rural constituency, what are some of the challenges that you encounter when it comes to water, roads, housing, actually basic services in your constituency? What are some of the challenges experienced there?
To be honest and very frank, I must say in the past, our constituency, especially the side of Wakanas, was having a serious challenge of water provision. As we speak now, the regional council has embarked upon upgrading the water reticulation systems, starting from the uh, uh, boreholes, installing new equipment. So that project is running. And once that project is running and the water storage is sufficient, then we will have to look to the water meters and all the other stuff. But that area of water is a crisis. Apart from it, the, there is also a challenge of the roads that is, uh, uh, especially the road that is from Kalkran to Wagenas and from Wagenas to Stamrit. Uh, that is one of the challenges that we have, the condition of the roads. But since our government is rolling out its plans, I must share the information that the road between Kalgrant and Wagenas will be tarred. It's in the budgets and in planning, and um, that would be as from next year. But currently, what we are busy with advocating and lobbying for is the road that is passing, is a portion of the road that is passing through the town, because it is a very great challenge to for the people whenever they have to go to the clinics and those health facilities and schools and hostels. So the commuting and the movement is too much. But at the same time, yet there is a problem with traffic that is passing through on high speed, and it's dusty, and it's also health risk for the people. So we are looking for a way to address that problem, and there are progress that we are busy making on it. So one of the challenges that we have also in the entire constituency is uh, the unemployment situation, especially for the youth. Um, our constituency is a basket, agricultural basket. It has got a sufficient source of water, but then there are no programs that are aligned to make sure food security, to create employment for the youth, and to incorporate them in the mainstream of the economy. So those are challenges that we are facing in terms of youth unemployment. Apart from that, housing is a problem, especially in Stamrit, which is the village of our constituency. We've got a challenge of housing, and the condition of the houses in which our people are living, it debunks them from a human dignity. So we are advocating ways in which the regional council, the village council, and our government can roll out a program to address it's actually a crisis. And I must conform with the Prime Minister when you are saying that housing is a national disaster. And I would say the first example that we can take would, would be Stamford for us to see whether we are, just to confirm what he has said, because it's totally a crisis for the people in that area. So, but the challenge is a lot. But as leaders, we are on board. We are not separate from the challenges. We are part of the constraints that the people are facing. So we are working on it. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for listening so many developmental aspects in your constituency. And I just want to leave back to youth unemployment. I just want to touch base on what are the programs to for young people to acquire skills that is in your constituency and also here at Hardap Regional Council in order for them to partake in the economy of this country.
If I could say, here at the Hardap region, we at the governor's office have got a what called the youth desk, which is actually a new initiative that we are that has been recently introduced. The aim of it is to mobilize the youth in the entire region, moving from constituency to constituency, community to community, to assist the youth, first of all, with information sharing, because information is power. If you don't have information, you don't know what to do and where to go, and that is the critical area which we are working on. Um, Recently, when we were commemorating the genocide event, as a first initiative, we, as the Hardap region, in collaboration with the Karas region, have uh, embarked on a program in which we were first training the youth, which we draw from the various constituencies, basically for them to be exposed to various opportunities that are within our region and our country, who can create employment opportunities for them. But then uh, the fundamental approach was to first get them organized and engaged with the youth desk. We actually, it's a fact that we have got structures within the region, such as the district youth forums, the regional youth forums, which resort under the National Youth Council. But honestly speaking, at this point in time, there is no proper activities that are going on. Now, the same youth desk will activate those programs in the National Youth Council. There will be a collaboration. And then with this collaboration, they will now have to move from constituency to constituency to share things like the Youth Development Fund. I'm aware that in the context of empowering youth, at Aranos, there is a bakery which was funded from the Youth Development Fund, and this program is still ongoing. Although the youth might have some challenges, especially in terms of completing the applications and all those stuff. Now, youth desk will help the youth in the constituencies to help the communities. So that is ways in which we first want to uh, reorganize to place the youth strategically and in readiness for the employment. You see, we can say youth unemployment is a problem, sorry. But do we also have employable youth? That is also one of the aspects. So that is what we are focusing on, to develop employable youth. Alongside, as the regional council, we are funding many students who are at tertiary institutions studying in various fields. We are assisting name-called youth that are out of school to rewrite the subjects. We are assisting some students as interns at our institution. So there are many ways in which we are taking them on hand, not to be bored by doing nothing and being idle in the communities. But still, we have got a vision to empower our youth in many ways, with all the possible opportunities that come our way through the office of the governor, through the office of the chairperson, through the constituency offices. If there are non-governmental organizations that can engage us, they are free to do so. And then we want to take the youth in the right direction. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable. Now, our viewers, if you've just joined us, you are watching a live session of the Government Information Center here in the Hardap region. I am joined by the chairperson of the Hardap Regional Council, who is speaking to us about development in the region and his constituency. Now, Honorable, we have spoken about the youth. Now, let's move to agriculture. I know you mentioned agriculture being the backbone of many households in the region. What support is being provided to farmers, and how does this contribute to livelihoods and food security in the region?
I must say that agriculture is the backbone of that region. Because in the part of the region, we have got the subsistence that's the farming, the goats and sheep, which is uh, in production at commercial areas, communal farms, resettlement farms, and at various even feedlots. Now, that is in terms of um, farming. And also we do have the the irrigation schemes, which is in Hardap itself, which mainly belongs to the commercial farms, um, who are producing wheat, lucerne, maize, and um, processing them towards value addition. Now, I must be specific by saying that um, the agriculture, in terms of agriculture, we have got Ministry of Agriculture, who has got programs that they are rolling out. Especially, we have got the revolving goat farming projects, who mainly assist the communal farmers, households, individual households. These ones are given goats farming for a certain period, and then as it multiplies, the another families are assisted. And that is a program that is rolled out throughout the whole region under Ministry of Agriculture. And at agricultural offices, there are programs that are being implemented, such as this um, gardening, whereby they are also assisting the farmers with these hand-drawn tractors and with plowing areas with the equipment from the Ministry of Agriculture for them to cultivate a large portion of areas for vegetable plantations. And um, there are areas or communities that we can take as examples in terms of agriculture, especially Wahanas. The rollout of the backyard gardens from an Wahanas Children Fund, which is a non-governmental organization, and with them also partnering with Ministry of Agriculture and other agricultural related organizations. They will invest a lot of skill in the people, assisting with seeds and uh, also with the marketing of those produce that they are harvesting. So I must say that agriculture produces also a lot of exports in terms of animals that are going out to feed to abattoirs, and animals that are also being exported to South Africa. Mostly they are being exported from the Hardap region, especially the sheep and goat, the small stock. That is the way in which agriculture is being promoted, and it is actually the backbone of the livelihoods of people in these various mix of areas in the farming sector. Yes.
All right, Honorable, thank you very much for that. Now, in conclusion, Honorable, what message would you like to share with Hardap inhabitants with regards to development in the region as well as in your constituency?
Thank you very much, Ms. Tresha. First of all, I must say um, development needs unity, then, and it needs cooperation. We know that we have challenges within our region. I'm not here to praise the region only or just to sugarcoat the challenges that we have. There are facts that there are challenges that we are facing in our region. But then it is also our daunting task to unite and fight all the challenges. Look for ways in which we will come up with solutions. The message that I want to give through the residents of Hardap region is that they must participate in the development process. Sitting at home and waiting for the government to bring something for you one day will not help us. It will not take our region to another level. We have to be proactive. We have to come up with initiatives, with ideas. We have to raise issues, take the issues to the leaders, to the officers, because that is where we will work on the ideas that you have. And patience is what matters a lot for us. Uh, the main or one of the challenges that we are facing in the residents of Hardap is that they are losing patience too early. They must be patient and they must be consistent. They must not lose hope very soon. Now, as the chairperson of the Hardap Regional Council, I would like to call for each and every resident of the region to be positive, so that we work towards the improvement of living standards, improvement of the health conditions, improvement of the economic growth, improvement of the education sector of our region collectively. It's a collective responsibility and commitment that we have to take in order to bring our region to the higher heights. That is my call and my humble plea to the residents of Hardap.
All right, thank you
Yes.
very much, Honorable. And we've been speaking to the chairperson of the Hardap Regional Council, and he spoke to us about the development in the region. Honorable, thank you very much for making time out to join us. We really do appreciate your time, and I'm sure the Hardap inhabitants also appreciate your valuable insights that you have contributed today. Now, today we have come to the end of today's GIC session. Please follow us on all of our social media pages to keep abreast with the next GIC session. I am your host, Treasure Shivera. For now, goodbye.